The desert, a barren and unforgiving place where few dare to venture. But for archaeologists, it's a treasure trove of secrets waiting to be unearthed. And that's what a team of archaeologists did when they set out to explore the vast expanse of the deserts on our planet. For centuries, explorers, adventurers, and thrill seekers have ventured into the sands, searching for treasures and secrets that have been buried for thousands of years. But nothing could have prepared the world for what archaeologists discovered in the depths of the desert. They have uncovered abandoned facilities in the desert, from towns buried in the sand to abandoned domes built for computer manufacturing, which now house illegal activities from underage and adult alike. That's not all. Archaeologists also found a desert that had sand pouring like water. This discovery is fascinating because a sandfall is strange. A mysterious whale graveyard, countless numbers of mummies, and a deserted town buried in the sand are some of them. In this video, we'll explore the shocking discoveries made by archaeologists in the heart of the desert. Number 9. Sand waterfall. If this was a waterfall, then we wouldn't have been moved. But a sandfall? This is incredibly mysterious. What looks like sand falling off a cliff. The Saudi Arabian desert has one uncommon discovery, a sandfall. The discovery of the sandfall was made by a team of archaeologists in the Rub al-Khali desert in the southern part of the country. The Rub al-Khali, also known as the Empty Quarter, is the largest contiguous sand desert in the world and is largely unexplored due to its harsh conditions. Archaeologists believe the sandfall was caused by powerful windstorms that occurred thousands of years ago. These storms would have picked up large amounts of sand and carried them high into the atmosphere before dropping them back to the ground in a concentrated area. Discoveries in the sandfall region have been difficult due to its harsh and inhospitable environment. Who knows? There could still be more yet to be uncovered in the desert. Number 8. 9,000-year-old shrine. In the Jordan desert lies the artifacts of a 9,000-year-old shrine. The shrine, which dates back to the Neolithic period, was discovered by a joint team of Jordanian and French archaeologists in a remote area of the Jordan desert. It is believed to have been used for religious rituals and ceremonies and is one of the world's oldest examples of religious architecture. Inside the shrine, the team discovered a variety of artifacts, including stone figurines, pottery vessels, and fragments of human skulls. Many of these objects were decorated with complex designs and symbols, suggesting a sophisticated and highly developed culture. A series of circular stone structures were arranged in a specific pattern inside the shrine. These stones may have been used for astronomical observations. One of the stones had a desert knife, altar, hearth, and a miniature model of a gazelle trap and marine shells. The fact that the items found in this old shrine are still intact has left archaeologists speechless. Number 7. The ancient fortress of Masada. Perched atop a towering plateau overlooking the Dead Sea in the Judean desert, the fortress of Masada was a symbol of Jewish defiance against the Roman Empire during the First Jewish-Roman War. Masada was built by Herod the Great in the 1st century BCE. It served as a refuge for Jewish rebels during the First Jewish-Roman War. The Jewish rebels preferred death to captivity. The siege of Masada by the Roman army and the mass suicide of Masada has become well-known historical events. The ruins of Masada were first discovered in the 19th century, but it wasn't until the 1960s that the site was extensively excavated by archaeologists. Among the discoveries were ancient coins, pottery, and weapons. But one of the most remarkable finds was a cache of ostraka, or pottery shards, with inscriptions in Hebrew. The story of Masada is one of heroism, a tale of a small group of Jews who chose death over enslavement and proved that the human spirit can endure even in the direst of circumstances. Indeed, not all heroes wear capes. Number 6. A phone booth. What looks like an abandoned phone booth has been discovered in the Mojave Desert. The Mojave Desert is a harsh and intolerant terrain, and there's no reason why a phone booth should be placed in such a remote location. The archaeologists who found this old and rusted phone booth were surprised to see it in such good condition, and upon closer inspection, they found something even more astounding. The phone booth was not empty, and inside, there was an old rotary phone that was still functional. But that's not all. The team also found a handwritten notebook inside the booth containing shocking information. It was a logbook that recorded every call from the phone booth since it was installed in the 1950s. The discovered logbook recorded a range of calls made by locals, reported sightings of UFOs and strange lights in the sky. Others were from travelers who had broken down and needed help, and there were even calls from soldiers stationed at nearby military bases. Number 5. The abandoned domes of Casa Grande. Deep in the heart of the Casa Grande Desert in Arizona lie 4 abandoned structures built for technology and manufacturing. Humans, plants, and animals cannot survive in the desert because of the lack of water and weather extremes. So why were domes built in a desert? In 1982, Patrick Zeb, Intercon Technologies owner, moved his electronics company from California to Arizona. Zeb chose the dome design because he thought it would be less expensive, fast to build, and help regulate Arizona's hot sun. 4 of the 7 proposed structures by Intercon Technology were completed, and 3 remained at the foundation level. One of the 4 completed domes resembled a flying saucer designed as the main office. The other 3 domes looked like a concrete caterpillar and were supposed to be used for manufacturing computers. The unused buildings have welcomed all kinds of activities involving teenagers and adults. These guys drink, party, and even use drugs in these facilities. Visitors have reported satanic rituals and ghost sightings in the Casa Grande Dome. Number 4. Mysterious Whale Graveyard. An excavation team was shocked to find the remains of over 40 prehistoric whales, some of which were up to 60 feet long. Not only fossils of whales were found, but other sea creatures. The discovery of so many whales in one place has puzzled scientists, as it is rare to find such a large concentration of prehistoric mammals in one location. The whale graveyard was found in the deserts of Chile, in the Atacama region, known for its dry and barren landscapes. It is believed that the whales were stranded in this area around 5 million years ago, and their remains have been perfectly preserved in the desert sands. Some of the whale species that were discovered ranged from walrus whales and adult and juvenile baleen whales to species of sperm whales, species of dolphins, and the remains of sea lions and seals. Number 3. Desert Breath. Desert Breath is a massive art installation in the Eastern Sahara Desert, near the Red Sea in Egypt. The artwork covers an area of approximately 1 million square feet and comprises 2 enormous interlocking spirals. The spirals consist of thousands of cones made of sand and are arranged in a way that creates a stunning visual effect. The artwork was created by 2 artists, Danae Stratou, Alexandra Stratou, and Stella Constantinides, who worked with a team of architects and engineers to create the installation. The artwork was created in 1997 and reflected the desert's constant change and transformation. It was intended to be temporary and disappear gradually over time. However, it still exists today, 26 years later, and has become a tourist attraction for those visiting the area. Number 2. 400 Mysterious Stone Formation. Archaeologists discovered fascinating structures in the Saudi Arabian desert. The structures, also called gates due to their shape, were spotted on satellite imagery thanks to Google Earth. The structures, believed to be over 7,000 years old, are made up of piles of stones, arranged mostly in small groups, ranging in size from pebbles to boulders, and can measure up to 1,700 feet long across old lava domes. The longest gate is about 518 meters, while the smallest is 13 meters long. Most of the gates are located in the remote western part of the Sahara, in an area known as the Lakes region. This inhospitable location has left researchers questioning what these structures were used for, who built them, how old they are, and their meaning. Number 1. Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines are a collection of massive geoglyphs engraved in the desert floor located in southern Peru. These figures were created by the Nazca people, a civilization that thrived in the area from 200 BCE to 600 CE. The Nazca Lines consist of more than 800 straight lines, 300 geometric shapes, and 70 animal and plant designs, some up to 1,200 feet long. These designs are so large that they can only be fully appreciated from the air, and it is still not clear how the Nazca people managed to create such massive figures with the limited technology available to them at the time. For instance, a massive 98-foot-long depiction of a feline that had been completely invisible to the naked eye until the researchers uncovered it using AI. There may be more structures and artifacts that have been covered in the desert sand. Trust these archaeologists to uncover them.